Okay, so I'm mostly done with the wiring on this. What I've done here is I have wired in a Holley terminator. I still have the P59 ECU that is controlling the transmission only, and then the terminator controls the engine. I just wanted to try it. Seems to work just fine. Anyway, so so the terminator is back here. You should be able to see it there. A couple of relays. There's going to be another relay for. Let's see. I need to get a starter relay in there for the starter. Right now it's just straight off of the key, and I kind of forgot that I need a lockout for at the track. Whatever. I forgot about it. I was planning on not using one, but I forgot about it. So, how I have this set up, it kind of looks like a mess, but it's actually, it's hard to see, but right here, at this point right here, everything's loomed separately down to there. And then from there down to the ECU and the fuse boxes, I don't have it loomed. I was planning on looming everything and kind of tidying it up really nice, but I kind of changed my mind just when I was hooking it up, that I change stuff so often and just do different things so often that I think I would rather have it like this, because I can find what wire goes to what and what's doing what a little bit easier without everything just hidden in a loom. That and the fact that this is completely covered, completely out of sight when the top of the console here is installed, which it normally is when I'm driving or when I'm not working on it. So I decided to leave it like that. It's good enough for me. I don't mind a little bit of chaos there. So over here is the P59 back there. I got it attached to my dash bar, and I'll see if, so you can probably see like that how it's kind of wired. So that's in here. Now we'll come out to the engine. And oh, we need some light. So I used the same grommet that I'd used before. It just fits the car good. It's not the best thing, but it works. It's fine. It doesn't bother me, I guess. So I've got every, or almost every, there's a few things that are grouped, but almost every different circuit is loomed and ran separately. I did that just because I change stuff so often, and I change my mind and everything else. It's a lot easier for me to be able to either put in a new one or pull something out or whatever to change it in the future when I need to, because it's gonna happen. I know it will. Instead of having to pull the entire wiring harness out of the car to run another wire or something like that, if it's all singly loomed and then broke off. So that's why I chose to do that. So I under hood right here, so I've got a shield right here to keep heat off it. I've got relays in another fuse box, and that's for everything that is basically ran under hood or needs to be relayed under hood. The horn, the headlights, all the body stuff. I think I got the boost solenoids in there. Yeah, so I got some low dollar sensors here. This is for my dome pressure, fuel pressure, obviously. I haven't built a new mount for that yet. It's on its way. Same here. This is my water meth. Solenoid. I need to build a bracket for it. It's supposed to go right here, but I've got to build a bracket for it that fits. So it's just hanging there for now. Okay, so now we'll go to the trunk. The trunk hasn't changed much because I already kind of had it set up like this, but I'm now running the fuel pumps off of 2 relays here. I used to have them on the battery box. There's a relay box on the battery box, but I'm going to be changing that out to a different battery box and getting that away from there. Kind of hard to service back there. Since I already had all this stuff up here, I decided to do that. One thing I'm going to be changing is I need to get a different switch that will turn my alternator on and off, as well as the main power. That was a error when I originally built the car and bought parts. So that's about it. Everything seems to be working good. Yeah, that's about it. So there's that's my CAN cable. So I wired this entirely with either running new wires on a lot of stuff. I ran new stuff, and then there was a lot of stuff that I reused the factory GM stuff that I had originally used on here. It was already pinned out and fine and plenty long enough for wires, so I just reused a lot of that stuff. Crank and cam sensor, I used the Holley shielded cable for those. Pretty nice stuff, and apparently the Holley kind of gets a little picky about that, so I decided to do that. Same with the wideband. I bought their shielded cable for the wideband sensor. I have had issues with widebands before, so I figured that was probably the best bet on that. I got my battery cable a little bit on the long side there. It was already cut to that length and terminated to that length, so I just ran with it. It's fine, doesn't bother me. So that's about it.